Gotta make a choice, gotta push it to the limit. Never felt better, never making an apology. I'm exactly who I wanna be! I'm exactly who I wanna be! Well, it took my body over, lost all my composure. Never felt quite like this before. Chemistry is changing, emotions rearranging. I'm out of my cage, breaking my spell. Think I might love myself. Think I might love myself. Think I might love myself. I am a man at war, and I am fighting for all of the broken people, all of the people thrown overboard. They always try to shame us, but they don't speak the language. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. Somebody sound the alarm. A fire was set in the dark. It's time that you know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. It doesn't matter if the world is grown mad, if we just hold on, if we just hold on, yeah. The sky is falling and the world is gone mad, and we sing our songs and we just hold on, yeah. So if you're running, stop running. One life, one chance, start living. Sing it louder just to let the world know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. They say that I'm reckless, because I'm relentless. They spit on my face and curse on my name and taking my life in vengeance. Yeah, you could try and blame us and try and take what's sacred, but we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. Somebody sound the alarm. A fire was set in the dark. It's time that you know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. It doesn't matter if the world is grown mad, if we just hold on, if we just hold on, yeah. The sky is falling and the world is gone mad, and we sing our songs and we just hold on, yeah. So if you're running, stop running. One life, one chance, start living. Sing it louder just to let the world know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness.
Good evening. What's up, y'all?
Well, Aaron,
Hello, Happy New Year.
Hey, Aaron, Happy New
Hello,
Year.
Aaron. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everyone.
I was
Happy New
wondering.
Year,
Happy New Year.
guys.
I was wondering who weren't gonna make it. Maybe they just had a good night last night. Who knows? You know, a couple agents were like, "Aaron, are you sure?" I was like, I'm gonna be fine. I don't know about them, but I'm gonna be fine. No. You know what though? I came into 2025, Diane, with a cold. What's
Oh
up?
no.
It's all good.
My daughter's the same way.
I feel like Nelson gave it to me. Nelson was like, Aaron, you gave me,
Probably.
he said he had a cold too. We've been rocking though.
right.
We still have more hopping on. Leaders, before we get kicked off, shoot a text blast off. If you've got Project Broadcast, utilize it not for only your leads, but for your agents and your agency. Y'all can shoot off a text blast and get them on this call. I mean, those who are off camera, we want to start creating a culture of being on camera.
Teamed up with it.
Hold on, y'all mute up. All right, cool. Those who are off camera, we're going to create a culture of being on camera for meetings. I can understand, an 8 o'clock meeting is like, you know what? I'm kind of chilling. I'm sitting around, I'm not appointment ready at this time. I get that. But when it comes to the rest of the virtual meetings that we're going to be having throughout the week, let's step up. And I want to use the word professionalism for 2025. 2024 is gone. And I'll first and foremost say, what a push. 2024 was a phenomenal push. And, even this last month, agents did what they should have done and they rocked out the beginning of December. And guess it happened. I've been telling you guys for the last 90 days that, right around the 23rd, it was going to slow down, right? That's what happened. It always does. It slows down and then it's going to pick back up. Probably after this weekend, you're going to see a significant increase in activity from clients starting to book and starting to get serious, and agents are going to start popping 5, 10, 15, 20K weeks. Y'all are going to start seeing a big push. I know Van, I don't know if Van's on right now, but Van always has his appointments that don't book for the week, and he pushes probably 10, 15 extra appointments for the first week in January. He always has a big week. That's just kind of been his game for year after year. But 2024, we called it, for those of you that were here at the beginning, we called it the year of change, the year of renaissance. And we learned a lot in 2024. We learned how to pivot, right? We learned how to push through adversity. Some of us had a great year and broke some records. Some of us broke some legs. You know what I'm saying? Some of us, have some broken ego, broken mindset. Some of us lost loved ones in 2024. My heart goes out to everyone who had pain, this year. It's life, man. It's what you get thrown at. Life is going to always throw curveballs at you no matter what. You have to learn to pivot and roll with the punches. It's not going to stop. That's one thing I've learned in going on now 15 years in this business. It's a long time, is that you have to continue to roll with the punches of adversity, right? Some of you are like, well, Aaron, isn't it just easier for you in business? You've kind of been here a while, you're in your stride. No, the moment I get comfortable is the moment I start to slip back. And that's not me. Me and Nelson, we talk pretty much on a regular basis. And Nelson was like, when are you just going to kick back and do something? I don't think so. That's not my style. That's not who I am. And for those of you that talk to me on a regular basis, y'all aren't going to see me kick back and do nothing. You're going to see me kick forward and start pushing as hard as I possibly can, because we are now, in conversation with my conversations with Art, we are now moving in and really getting an understanding that the best is yet to come. We have an economy that's getting ready to set fire, and I'm crazy excited about it, especially with our bread and butter, which is mortgage protection. So for those of you who are coming in here and maybe you have started on dental, which is good. Like, we want you to start on dental, but we need you to understand the income you make from dental, whether it be 2 to 5 apps a week, that should directly impact your investment for mortgage protection. And let us teach you how. Let us teach you how to utilize that income you're creating so you can learn the script, get confident in the script, and be authentic with the script. Those of you who have just learned the words, that's not how you set appointments. You set appointments through comfort and authenticity and confidence. We've got to teach you how to be gritty and get to people want to sit with you and see you. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and share this, Nelson, because I put it up here. I don't know if you put it in the bang. So this is our new lead tier flyer. So
I didn't release the secret yet.
All right. So this is our new lead tier flyer, understanding what tier you're in. Agents should be moving all the way through tiers within 30 days. Those of you who are still on tier 1 leads and you're 1 month past due, come on now. It's time to step up. if you're going to put the work in and start leveling up in lead tiers, week 1 and 2, fine, awesome. Go rock out at least 250 to 500 bucks and investment. You can start AWL live transfer. I was talking to Kim Glass this week. Did y'all know that Integrity Lead Center, Nelson, now has a referral program to where when you bring agents on, this is cool, bro, you can give them a referral code. It gives them $25. It gives the referring agent $50. And that gives you also an ability to either get yourself leads or get your agent leads, right? So when you come in business with us, you can set up an AWL account. If you got your health license, set up your AWL account and get your dental live transfers done. Our dental ambassadors will help you set that up, and they automatically give you $200 credit. Boom, right in the system. Then now you start with ILC register. Boom, now you're at 225 bucks we gave you, and you hadn't even started yet. You hire one person, you get them the 20, they give you $50 credit. Now we're at 275 bucks. You hire 2 people. Now you're sitting at $325, and we hadn't even started yet. I think that is absolutely incredible. So I want managers, look into that. Make sure that you guys are paying attention to the referral program with an ILC and get people registered with your referral link. They do have to make their first lead purchase. And then you put the referral link in there, then it automatically credits their account. Pretty good stuff, man. So y'all look at that. So understanding these lead tiers, these are the winning combos of moving through week 1 and 2, week 3 and week 4. The faster you can level up and get to a tier 3 lead, such as GMR, such as live transfers. And if you go through ILC and victory leads, you'll see the higher tiers, which are $11 to $20 to $30 and up. The higher the cost, the higher the value of a lead, and that's buying your time back. But you've got to work hard to get to it. Okay. So get with your growing upline managers and understand these tiers and start moving through them as fast as you can. Don't stay stuck in tier 1. But if you notice all the way through tier 2 and tier 3, tier 1 leads are still there. There's nothing wrong with complementing as you're moving up in tier. A lot of the top producers, they're working 10, 15, 20 leads a week versus when we start out, y'all are getting 100, 200, 300 leads a week. And they're like, well, what do I do with the rest of my time, right? They only got 15, 20 leads. Well, they use the other lead systems. While you turn on your dental leads and you're working through, each of these, it's going to max out your schedule is what's important. Okay. So we'll put this up. I'll keep sharing stuff, but make sure that y'all are paying attention to things like that. We went to war this year, and talking with Art and understanding what's getting ready to come. And for someone like who has been to war twice, I understand what it means to go to war with friends and create relationships. Those of you that have been here for most of the year and maybe whatever problems you've had, and we are a relationship company. And I was taught 14 years ago when I first got into this business that relationships build dynasties. Relationships. So we want to make sure that we're building the relationships with y'all, and we're creating a tight niche group so we can continue to go to war together. I've got some of my best friends in this business on this team. They're here with me, and we're looking, the door's always open. It's not a select group of 5 or 10 or 15. I want 200 people to where we can get together. Imagine that, Nelson. Go make me rent a giant mansion in Florida or somewhere, and we have 50 to 100 people joining us on a vacay. Would that be fun?
Oh, that would be awesome.
It's all about scale. I do that every year, usually with the managers, people who qualify for it. We go somewhere fun. We do fun things. We get together. We do it every year. I would love to take everyone who wants to. Yes, but you've got to want to, and you got to earn it. It's a great time. We created great systems in 2024. It was our best recruiting year in over 8 years. That's something to say, right?
Wow.
It was our best recruiting year in over 8 years. And we have really, and our art came up with an idea, probably about 7 months, 8 months ago. And we kind of pivoted and we moved towards it. And we have really stepped up our recruiting game along with Nelson Alvarez's help, and creating again, what did I say? Relationships build dynasties, right, Nelson? We created
Yes,
a
sir.
relationship with a very important figure at ZipRecruiter, and we've got this recruiting thing on lock. With these systems we have, we know how to scale it. Right, going into 2025, we know exactly what we're going to do. Exactly, like we've got clear vision in 2025. It's not 2020 vision; it's 2025 vision. We got clear. We're absolutely able to take what we've learned this last quarter of this year and implement and scale it to the next level. As far as examples, we've already got those, man. We've got, you guys watched Angela Loyo, crash through district manager. Diane Crump, who's been trying for a while now, crash through district manager. And I'm telling y'all, she's just getting started. How about she had 20 UWAs last month in December, Nelson? 20.
20. How could that be possible?
20.
It took me forever to do that.
20.
How did she do it so fast?
We're getting there, man. We're going to get to it. So it's exciting. What's new? What's new that we have going on for the team for 2025? Some of you are like, well, I just started last week. I don't know what's old. I got you. What's new? New features we'll be offering as far as marketing and things like that, and making sure that you're getting recognition, new features for GT Live. Most of the times, or I believe all the times, are going to stay the same. We'll still have sometimes a mid-month, an end of month with TLG. That's confirmed. Kim's going to be popping up some different training, things like that. Kim Naretta, VP, is going to be popping up different trainings, just corporate trainings, things like that. The Friday call is now called, and man, it was called the 20K mindset call for years and years and years. And then Art was like, Aaron, 20K is too easy. We're in virtual now. Do 30. I was like, all right, I'm behind that 30K mindset call, right? And we had agents that popped 30K, 50K, 60, 70, 80K, $100,000 in personal production a month. That's this system. But I think it's time to freshen up. So we're changing the name of the 30K mindset call to the Empower Hour. Same format. Same format. Y'all work. Hop on that call and ask questions. We've got a panel of gold partners, $20,000 a month producers and above. We will answer your questions. You guys know I am a question hog. I love to answer them. I love to be a part of that. I love not having to prepare, and y'all get to tap into my 15 years of experience. I love it. I love it. And sometimes y'all stump me. I'm like, hey, somebody else answer that. But if y'all plug in and you continue to level up, that call is to empower you to hit your next level, whatever it may be, 5K, 10K, 20, 30, 40, 50, and on. That's what that call is for, to empower you for growth. That's the name of the game in 2025, is your personal growth. Okay. How about Saturdays? Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. Some of you are like, 8:30. We used to start dials at 8 a.m. for years and years and years. Nelson's the one who got me to change that, by the way. Y'all can thank him. But we used to get together, and we actually used to do in-person dials, and we would get there at 7 a.m. and start our dials at 8 a.m. We used to get together like that, but we did virtual. And when we switched to virtual, we started doing 8 a.m. dials. And then Nelson was like, we should do 9 a.m. I'm going to roll it back.
My biggest mistake. That's only advice I gave you. That was bad.
I'm going to roll it back, Nelson. 8:30 a.m. Coffee and conversation. What we noticed, people love to hop on and they don't initially start dialing right away, and they're getting things ready at 9 a.m. and maybe it's 9:40 before they make their first dial. Okay. Your power hours are the most important time. The name of the game again in 2025 is going to be productivity, not busy. We need to be productive, not just busy. However, it is important, in my opinion, for association, synergy, camaraderie. That's why we created the 8:30 to 9 coffee and conversation. Y'all hop on, get your coffee ready, talk to each other for 30 minutes, fire each other up, get your paperwork together. Make sure you have everything to start dials at 9 a.m. Now, managers, I'm gonna need your help on this. Managers, generals got to be enforcers. At 9 a.m., got to cut the conversation off and just get to work. That's important. When we do our live dials and we space this out for people to, whether it's Tuesday, 6 to 8, or Saturday, 8 to 12, or 8 to 1, or 9 to 1. Whenever we're dialing, I know each individual agency has their own live dials as well. It's time to go to work. If y'all aren't in production mode, you're not going to hit your goals. And you should absolutely be thinking about your daily dial goal, appointment set goal, weekly AP goal, monthly AP goal, and what you're getting ready to do in 2025 goal. If you break it down, you've got to make sure that we stay productive, not just busy. Don't just show up. Don't just show up just to be there. Show up to go to work. A lot of you, like I've noticed a lot of you just show up and I don't know how many dials you're actually making, or if you're just watching, or you're just getting ready to get ready. It's not like anything I've never seen before. We've seen agents shuffle their paperwork. I don't know, Van, again, I'm picking on Van again, but I watch Van when we have in-person dials. We went to the office and Van had a stack of leads and he would like pin them out by zip code and have like 12 piles in front of him. And he was like, well, these people are older, so I'm going to call them later. He took 45 minutes to get himself ready before he made his first dial. What you need to do is just put it there and dial. Just dial. Get to 35 to 45 dials an hour. If you've got Phone Burner, our partnership with Phone Burner, then you're going to be hitting 70 to 100 dials an hour. You just bought back time for 100. What is it, 129 bucks a month, 139 bucks a month? It's you buy back.
Aaron, I don't have that kind of money. How am I going to have money to pay for a phone burner? Do we have any tools we could use to make quick money?
You can, I mean, that's what, in my opinion, that's what dental live transfers are all about. If y'all turn on your dental live transfers and you get 6 to 8 transfers a week at a $200 to $250 investment weekly there, you're gonna sell anywhere between 3 to 5 at $200 income a pop, 150 to 200 bucks a pop. You should be making $400 to $500 a week net as far as income goes with your dental live transfers. Wait, what are you talking about? That's more than I make right now. All right, I'm going to stop you. I'm going to expand your vision real quick. $400 to $500 a week ain't moving no needle. What it needs to move is your finances into investment. Invest in your business. Use your tools such as Phone Burner. Invest in more leads, life leads. If you've got, and if you were already investing $250 and you just made an extra $250 with dental, take it to 500 and watch yourself write 5,000 AP. And I don't know how these 20K producers do it. I just told you how. That's all they do. They invest 500 bucks a week. And you scale up. Our 30, 40, 50K producers are investing $750 to $1,000 a week in mortgage protection leads. Okay. Nelson, did that answer your question?
I think so.
All right. Y'all should be thinking on the scale of 80% of your business should be life sales, mortgage protection, life sales. I'm okay with people mixing in index universal life. We've learned how to sell that right. I don't think people were selling it right in the beginning. We've learned how to do that to keep you in business, making sure that we're writing mostly Mutual of Omaha IUL, right? F&G, listen what I'm telling y'all, F&G has a 40% issue rate. In this business, Lake, is 40% issue rate great?
What? 40%? No.
It's not great. Is it a product we have to write sometimes? Yes. Do we write $1 million babies? Yes. Do they issue at 100%? For sure. Usually, but when you write big cases and things like that, and you have to go that route, understand that only 40% are coming back as applied for. And sometimes they take so long that clients don't even stick around and won't answer the phone anymore. So when you can write Mutual of Omaha and Foresters, you write Mutual of Omaha and Foresters. We'll teach you how. Okay. So, but 80% of your business should be MP life sales, 10% IUL, 10% dental, along with your MP life sales, ADBCI. If you missed that training, go back and listen to it. It's going to make you an additional 60 grand a year. Don't miss out on things like that. Let's see here. Recruiting system. So I want to say in 2016, Art calls me and he's like, Aaron, I had an idea. Just took a shower. I was like, that's awesome. That's great. Showers are great, Art. And he was like, no. This is where I do most of my thinking. And he was like, tell me this. If I could get a system where you're interviewing 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 people a month, and you're hiring, 10, 20, 30, 40 people a month, what would that be worth to you? Where you can have access and talk to as many people as you want to, at your leisure throughout the week, while you're doing your sales, while you're doing your business. What would that be worth to you? I was like, I don't know. And he's like, okay, let me add some more value in there. We've got recruiting coordinators. They're going to help you out. Right. We've got, let's see, we've got additional trainings that we're going to be doing on a weekly basis. You're going to have daily mentorship with those who are where you want to be. You're going to have all that value. What would the value be? And I was like, I don't know, man. I'd pay $500 a week. He's like, 500? I think I actually said 300. He goes, would you pay 5? Because I think the mark is 5. And I was like, 500 a week? Yeah, I do it. 500 a week. And he created what we call PRS, the Premier Recruiting System. There's only a few of us that were a part of that. I think we only had a total of, Nelson, was it 15 people in PRS?
Roughly, that's all that we had that were building then.
I think so. And I had to call all my builders and I had to sell it to them. And I got them to move on $500 a week. Some of them were like, that's a lot of money. I'm going to have to sell a lot more to get there. I was like, for sure, you should be doing that anyways. Right. And they jumped on it. And we doubled our company from 2016 to 2017 with 15 recruiters and every one of them investing $2,000 a month. And we did that for a year and a half. And we doubled, like, it was like, wham. People were coming in from everywhere. Like, that's when we really, really took off. And it was exciting. It was so exciting. And then we held with that for a little while. And then we started to learn how to do social media recruiting. We had all kinds of other recruiting techniques and things like that. Well, let me tell you that Art, again, was like, everybody got away from this aspect of recruiting. We should get back to it and we should do it under the radar. And so we did. And this last quarter of this year, so when I tell y'all that we had the best recruiting year last year in over 8 years, we did. We absolutely did. And it's because of the system we have partnered with ZipRecruiter. We've got a corporate account with ZipRecruiter, and we basically, like, if you went to ZipRecruiter on your own and you did maybe a seat, you could do a seat for like or a pay as you go, and maybe you talk to, I don't know, 10 people a month, for $150. You could do that. But if you want to start moving in this business, if you want to start growing in this business, as far as building your business, and some of you are like, well, I don't necessarily want to build. You don't have to if you don't want to. I think you're crazy. Like, truthfully, like, I think you'd be crazy not to build in this industry because my opinion, you have to put an insurance policy on your insurance income, because you never know, Andrew Moberly, when you lose your voice. You never know, if something happens in your life and you can't go to work, you never know what could happen to you. You could only make so much money on your personal pen. Some of you are like, well, 200, 300 grand is quite a bit. That's quite a lot of money. Like, I think I can live nicely on that. But again, what if you're coasting, making that 200 grand for 5 years, then something happens. You can no longer write anymore for whatever reason. What now? Your $200,000 income just poof, goes away. I saw that from the get-go when I joined this industry. From the get-go, day one, I was 29 years old. And I said, by the time I'm 40, I want to be out of the field and managing a team by the time I'm 40. I want to make sure that if something ever happened to me, my wife's going to be okay. Y'all understand that my wife, like if something happened to me, I know my generals would step up and the business would still run. Right? So it's longevity for my family. That's what this business is all about. And I saw that from day one. Now, thank God it didn't take me by the time I was 40. It was a goal. And you know what? I was 29 and new in this industry. And, I was like, I didn't know how long it would take. I've never done it before. Right. I don't know. I've never been a part of insurance. Everybody has a day one in this industry. My day one was January of 2011. And I knew nothing about nothing in this industry. And I had to learn, just like some of y'all having your day one here. It's like, oh, this is intimidating. But let me tell y'all, you've got a much simpler, easier system than what I had, because I used to have to drive 800 to 1,000 miles a week all over the place in order to go sell. You don't have to do that anymore. I started out at a 55% contract, worked my way up. We hand out bigger contracts than that. Our top contract for a long time, Nelson, was 110. Now we go to 140. We've got so many more advantages. I basically had a ton of FE leads and maybe 1 to 5 mortgage protection leads a month is how I was running my business, back then. But I never, ever, ever stopped bringing people into the business. And so I was able to get out of the field in 2016 by age 35 and replaced my insurance income. Y'all can do it if you want to. I'm telling you, be crazy not to, in my opinion. It is way, way easier. And the math we've already put to this will raise you from key leader to district manager to regional to VP to SVP. I think y'all can hit SVP within the year at the rate of recruiting. I just said Diane Crump is sitting at 20 agents, and she really started jumping into recruiting. When was it? August, Diane? September, August?
Yeah, September.
September. Well,
September. And she's already got 20 UWAs. And now they're learning. It's usually about a 90-day span from when you hire to finding people that start understanding and start rising up. So whoever's on the Crump agency, we're watching you. We don't know who it's going to be yet. We're watching you.
They're working it.
There's going to be.
Hey, Aaron,
start.
Aaron, can I interrupt you for a second and ask you a question for clarification? Everyone who's new thinks building means I've got to get up there like Lake and like Aaron and like Diane Crump and teach a whole team a whole bunch of stuff. Is that true?
That's not true. When I got into this business, we don't expect new people to understand exactly what they're doing. We're going to train your agents with you. You can learn with your agents. That's the way this works. You can bring in as many people as you want right now. You don't have to be, leadership is taken, not given. Understand that, but you don't have to know everything up front. The only thing you need to know is this works and I know it. You need faith. You need confidence. You need belief level. With faith, confidence, and belief level, and you bring people to the party, you have people that know exactly what to do to get them moving forward. We've got it. So we were paying $500 a week to make that happen. Some of you are like, Aaron, you about to throw something for $500 a week? No, I'm not. I'm not throwing that at you, but I'm giving you a better opportunity than what we had when we were investing $500 weekly. This recruits more. You have more shots, more opportunities. We've gotten better at our recruiting and marketing efforts. We're finding more quality people than we've ever found. And we know how to implement the follow-up game on the list that we find as well. So we'll teach you how to do that. So let me find here. Understanding our TLG builders, hiring interviews by the monthly numbers. We're looking for agents once we get into this deal, and you don't have to be the best at it when you start. Everything we do here is scalability, right? You scale as fast as you can. So if you're shooting for your next level, which is key leader level, if you've got 20 interviews, you should be hiring 10 people. And I don't have to hire everybody I talk to. You don't have to. No, you do not have to. If you want to be shooting for a district manager level, and this is on a monthly basis, team, 30 interviews to hire 15 people monthly. Regional manager, 40 interviews to hire 20 monthly. VP, 50 interviews to hire 25 monthly. And SVP, 60 interviews to hire 30 people monthly. And we want you to think on scale because you're obviously learning your business, right? You need to make sure that you're earning income to fund your business and live your life. That's important to me. You know, I always sold while I was in the field. I always sold to make sure that I was taking care of my family, you know, my personal bills, but I always sold extra to make sure that I was funding my business because this was my dream, right? This was my goal. To be leading people like you, to be building an agency, to give people an opportunity, the exact same one, if not better. This is what I wanted to do. So I scaled and I continue to build. So understanding that, our new system $350 a month, not 500 a week. $350 a month, you get more than what we were doing. And to me, that's kind of crazy that we're able to do that, to be able to partner and get a Nelson with an Indeed, not an Indeed, but a ZipRecruiter seat, you know, at $350 a month. What do they get with that? How many cities, how many ads, how many people are they generally talking to? What do they have access to? Now, again, it's on their scale, right? They could do 20 interviews and hire 10 people. What can they scale to on that same 350?
If you learn how to relax and just have conversations, you can talk to as many people a week as you want to. What this package is going to come with is, number one, your well-seasoned upline to help you interview, learn how to interview. That's the most important part. You get someone that's going to train you on how to have conversations. Number two, you're going to have access to different cities in the United States where you can target where you want to recruit from week to week to week and make those changes. You're going to be able to interview also with the Zoom format. It's called Zip Intro, and it allows you to set up interviews, or better yet, almost like a live transfer. They're going to find the interviews for you, advise them what window you'll be available, and then they're going to come in one after the other in 5, 10, 15-minute intervals, so you could interview them face to face, just like a Zoom. If I could just show right now how successful this is, just on some of the screens. Could some of you raise your hand on my team if you came in either on Zip or Indeed in the last 6 months? Raise your hand so we can see who we've hired using this program. Don't be shy.
You know what? There's a lot of them raising their hand, but their cameras are off now.
That's a shame, you know, but take a look at how many people we've actually brought into the organization using this program. So here's the question for you. Whatever it takes, if you have someone that's going to back you up so you can make sales, and then at the same time, they're going to help you hire other people, and then what you just learned on how to make sales, you can just teach that to them and lead them to the source where you learned it. That's building. You don't have to everyone. You teach what you know, keep learning, and then direct them to the source, which is your upline. That's as hard as it gets.
Exactly. We've got the systems already in place and we know exactly what to teach. So when those of you who decide, and we're capping it off, by the way, at 25, and we'll have a waiting list for the rest. So the first 25 who send us an upline chat, we're going to lock in your spot. The rest of them will just be on a waiting list. If someone drops off of those 25, then you'll move in. But we want to keep this tight so we can really focus on those who have the zip seats with us, those who decide to roll with us. We can focus on them and make sure that they are on pace as far as production, on pace as far as interviewing, and their skills are sharpened. So we'll give you one-on-one training. We're doing a builder's call every Friday after the Empower Hour, and it will only be for these agents. We're going to teach you guys everything we know, not just ZipRecruiter, but everything I know about building. Everything I've learned in 15 years, I'm going to teach on there, and the managers are going to teach on there. And those who have already used ZipRecruiter, like Diane and Angel, all the managers who know how to recruit, we're going to teach you there. That's what this is all about. Yeah, but I don't have $350, to get done. Start selling. I don't know what to tell you. Like, start selling insurance. You should be making $5,000 to $10,000 a month. Like, you should start selling insurance and fund your business. Get on the list and get there. If we decide to take it to 30, maybe we will. I don't know. We got to talk to our liaison up at Zip. But right now we're cutting it off at 25. And like I said, the first 25 who do it, understanding what building and overrides are. For those of you who don't know what overrides are, you earn the difference in your contract level and people that you hire. You can increase your contract level 5% every 2 months. If you haven't visited the GT welcome page, you should visit that. Look at the promotion guidelines and understand how to give yourself a promotion. Year 2025 is going to be about growth, and every single one of you should understand how to level up your commission level through production, whether it be personal production or agency production. When you start building, this is what a $50,000 issue paid business looks like. 5 to 7 UWAs, 10-point override, average 10-point override, 85% placement, 75% advance. That's $49,000 in override income. That's not too shabby. When you start reaching bigger levels, it should start to look like this. This is 18 to 22 writing agents. This is what Diane is on track for. What did I tell you, Diane? 90-day look. 90-day look, okay? You've got to get your agents off just dental and push them towards life, because they got to get their production up. All right?
Crump team, you're listening, right, Crump team?
Yes, ma'am.
Got to get all
Absolutely.
of you
Yes,
dental
ma'am.
Clear.
and investing. So you should be looking at, $150,000 issue paid and $298,000 in override income. That's what $150,000 issue paid business. That's really about 200 to 225K submit, right? 200 to 220. Well, to tell you the truth, with dental and everything that we've implemented, our issue paid numbers as far as placement has gone way up because it's guaranteed issue, right? So those numbers are actually way up. So I'm going to call it, $190 to $200,000 submit will be 150K issue paid, average 10-point spread or 20 points.
Is there a way to blow that up just a tad bit?
Let's see. Yeah. Does that work?
Thank you. Yeah, that's a whole lot better.
So imagine this going, so you're like, okay, well, can we go more than 150? Trina, the sky's the limit when it comes to building. There's no income roof, right? This team does anywhere from, $500,000 to $800,000 in a month. This agency, and I get to override all of that. Does that make sense? Like, y'all can build it however you want to build it as big as you want to go. wherever your mind takes you. You can have
Mhm.
you can have 500 people of your own, Trina. Why
Yeah.
not? Why not?
Why not, right? Yeah.
You could do whatever you want. And we've got the systems for it. This is what we did in 2024 is we created this system. We've built the groundwork to grow and build however big you want to make it. As far as victory leads, ILC, new GMRs, dental, we've got still TLG 2s through 4s. We've got more leads than we can handle. We just need people to come, and you've got to be the point person to bring them in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And for those of you that decide, I'm going to start teaching you how to work warm market lists, how to utilize social media on top of working ZipRecruiter. We'll start understanding how to do WMDs, not weapons of mass destruction, but warm market depths, right? WMDs. That's how you grow extremely fast because credibility is already attached to these things. You know, we're geared up. So I'm excited for what 2025 is about to bring. We're going to have a conference first week of April, most likely in Raleigh, North Carolina. Once Kim talks about that, and she puts up a link, make sure that you register. And your goal is going to be bringing 20 plus people with you. That's going to be your goal. 20 plus people with you to conference, every single one of you. Should that be your goal, especially those of you that are on our builders platform here? I think you could bring more, truthfully. If you're hiring 20 people a month, you should bring more, because you're going to have 3 months to rock and roll.
Hey, Aaron,
Yes, sir.
would it be okay? Can I share with you how when I hire people, I explain all that technicalness you just explained. I just break it down to basics the way you taught me. So when I'm interviewing you, I say, hey, Joe, one, you can be a power producer, or two, you could be a builder. You're engaged in the building process right now. I'm hiring you. But let me ask you something. If I teach you how to do 20K a month, doesn't it stand to reason anyone you hire should be able to do at least 10K a month? And they always agree. Well, of course, if I teach them how to do at least half, great. The company pays you the difference of your contracts. So if you're at an 85 and we hire them at a 75, how much is that? Well, that's a 10% difference. That's right. So if you're making 20K and they're making 10K because you taught them and you said you wouldn't mind teaching them with my help. So if they did 10,000 and you get 10% of 10,000, how much did you make? They go, well, that's 1,000. Okay, but you hired 10 people. How much are you making a month? That's 10,000 a month. And then their jaw drops because they realize that's all I got to do to make 10,000. That's 120,000 a year, roughly, on overrides. And all I did was I explained, if I'm going to teach you, can you teach them what I taught you? Don't we get paid to do 3 things, Aaron? 1, to sell insurance. And then 2, to teach others like you taught me, right?
Right.
And then 3, you teach others, you taught me how to teach others.
That's it. That's leadership.
When I taught Lake and Diane. Now they're teaching others. And some of their others, like Carol Beatty, she just started hiring people. And how did we find Carol, Diane Crump?
I think it was
pretty sure
ZipRecruiter. I'm almost
Use
positive it was
ZipRecruiter.
ZipRecruiter.
Yeah.
So we found you on ZipRecruiter, right?
Yes.
And Carol, how many people you hired and started training?
I started training 5.
So you've hired 5 people. Okay. And Diane,
Yeah.
have you helped her with those 5 that she started?
Yes.
Have you needed me to help you with those 5?
Yes.
Well,
A little bit. A little bit.
but not much.
You're there for support.
There is Aaron's definition, putting a insurance policy on your insurance income. Because if I get sick, or really, truthfully, The last 4 months, I've been taking care of my mom in the hospital. I have not been able to work like I would like to. But that didn't stop Diane from teaching Carol how to
Right.
hire 5 people. My organization grew all because Aaron taught me how to teach Diane.
Mm-hmm.
That's the insurance policy you want to take out. If you are smart enough to understand we're not promised tomorrow to be as healthy as we are, or that our family members are going to be as healthy. How would you like to know you can't make money because you're busy taking care of your son or daughter, as you should, because they're sick? But now you can't make money because you're a power producer only. When you could have hired
Can I
5
pitch in
people.
something, Nielsen?
I'm sorry, what? Who's
Can I pitch in something in your line, what you're saying?
Hold on, Azim.
Okay,
Let's
I
finish
will.
the thought process.
Okay, sorry about that.
That's okay. All I'm saying is I thank God, one, that I found TLG, 2, that I landed in Aaron's team. Because in my first year, I learned quickly that this is going to be a lifesaver for me, because I could not have given my mom the quality of life I gave her if I had to work a job. Then once I had this, if I only worked it like a job and sold insurance only, I couldn't be at the hospital and be with her and work my business the way I would have liked to, and I would have lost money. But because I made Diane an agent and helped her to be successful, because I helped Lake, my business grew without me. And that's all I want to stress. If you want to have an insurance policy on your insurance income, just share what we're doing tonight. Just share.
That's it.
Right.
That's it, y'all. So we're moving now into 2025, and whatever production you hit in 2024, the name of the game is to do better than you did last year. That's it. Let's do better than we did last year. Let's scale up. Let's level up than we did last year. If the highest production month you had was 10K, let's go 20. If it was 20, let's go 30. If it was 30, let's go 40. Let's level up and hit a new level, each and every one of you. If you're going to be the point person and you want to start hiring, you can't teach a 20K producer where you've never been before. So you've got to push. Now, don't let that deter you from bringing people in, because my motto is I want to hire people better than me anyways, right? I think I've done a great job of that. Yeah, I was a pretty great producer back in my day. I really was. And I definitely know how to train, and I definitely know how to teach this system. And I've created many, 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 many 30, 40, 50, 60, 70,000 other producers. But at the end of the day, it was up to them to go to work. Point blank. They just had to agree. They had to learn, skill up, they had to show up, and they just had to go to work. And through their confidence and skill level, you can reach new levels. So that's what's got to be. That's the game plan. So if you haven't written your monthly game plan so far, we're day 1 into a whole new year. Put it to paper. Put it in your agency chat groups. Let everybody know what you want to hit on a monthly basis. Let everybody know what you want to hit for the year. And you tag it. You put it in front of your face every single month. So when things get hard, or if people try to distract, or situations try to deter, you revert back to exactly what you wanted, and you ignore whatever it is trying to take you off your path, and you keep pressing forward. I got really great, Trina, at telling people no. I really did. I really did. So for those of you maybe who have a job you love and you're doing this on a part-time basis, let us show you how to make as much money doing this and love it too, like the job you love. For those of you who have a job you hate and are doing this on a part-time basis, let us show you how to do this, love it, make more money than what you have so you can tell your boss goodbye. For those of you who don't have a job, and maybe you're just doing this for a little bit of income, or you made this your full-time job, how about you give it 100% of yourself every single day, and let's show you how to scale your income to levels you've never even seen before. That's what this business is all about. If you invest the way that we're telling you to invest, we can teach you exactly how to do it, but you have to be willing to listen to us. You have to be willing to work hard. You have to be willing to associate. Association means hopping on these team meetings, being a part of the conversation, turning on your camera, right? Being with us, being present. Utilizing the chat groups and workplace chat. Y'all can chat it up in there, man. Like during the calls and training calls, y'all could absolutely throw whatever you want in all team training and GT agency. And the other times, like just randomly, you might get hey partnered because it notifies everybody. But if everybody should be on here anyways, I don't care if you're notifying all 200-300 people. Doesn't matter to me. They should be on. Right? So y'all can utilize it and chat it up, create that synergy, that energy. Nothing happens. And this is going to be when you start bringing people in. If you're going to start bringing people into this company and showing them who we are, you want them to be a part of an energetic, exciting place that absolutely produces income, right? Y'all create that. It's not just me who creates that. It's the team atmosphere that creates that. So we're looking for people to level up, be the example, be the income earners, be the excitement. Y'all get fired up and move into this year, and let's start breaking some records. Let's start moving towards your financial goals. And those of you who want to be a part of our Builders program, y'all better start firing them up in your upline chats right now so we can lock in your names. And we're going to have to look at timestamps because I think we're going to have a lot. So y'all look, we're going to have to look at timestamps. We're only taking 25. I'll let you know if you're in or you're on the wait list, but 25 it is. And we're locking it off so we can be hands-on with those 25.
Aaron, if those 20, let's say there's some people that can't make this cut, but they still want to build.
Ain't nobody stopping them from building.
They should just talk to their upline, the growing managers, and they can help them with work market recruiting or maybe some alternatives so they can start practicing so that they can make the second cut. Or if we expand.
Well, not even a second cut, because if someone misses a payment, if they miss a payment, Nelson, like we got to start talking about who's next on that list.
Okay.
We just put them in. So y'all have to focus on your business. I'm going to leave y'all with this. The way that y'all succeed in this business right here, truthfully, any business, any entrepreneur, is consistency. Consistency yields financial stability and mental stability. Consistency. Wake up consistent. Wake up daily routine. Wake up with a set amount of dials. Wake up. Some of y'all are like, oh man, I just don't really feel like dialing today. Do it anyways. Consistency. Wake up and get your head right every single day. Wake up excited. Wake up with gratitude. If you've got these positive, consistent habits in your life, there's no way you don't win. There's no way. So if y'all, whatever's going on, and trust me when I tell y'all, man, like there's people who just went through battles in 2024. And I was a part of a lot of them. Mental battles in 2024. If people can go through battles and still come out on the other side, still here and only a little scathed, not so much unscathed, right? We got some who didn't get unscathed, but they're still here and still battling. There's no reason that you can't too. So let's go. Let's go this year. All right. I love y'all. You guys call me when you need me. I'm excited to battle with you. I'm not one who sits by and barks orders. I'm going to be recruiting like a madman because I got goals. Nelson keeps asking me when I'm going to take it easy. Never. When you start taking it easy, you start dying. Y'all going to start notice that. Those of you selling insurance, I hope that y'all are selling insurance. But you'll start noticing the people you talk to, the retirees that sit down and watch TV all day and do nothing, their health goes straight down the toilet. That's not me. It won't be me. Y'all gonna be seeing me doing this well into my 80s. Let's roll.
Yo.
All right. Y'all take care. Let's go after it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron.
Happy New Year.
Thank you,
Aaron.
Happy New Year.
Aaron.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron. Happy New Year.